No.
Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Inside. Here we are at Talladega, A-Class, Cup cars, fixed setups. We got a few guys in the lobby here with us from the Venom Truck Series League. We got Ryan directly in front of us, Brendan Turner on the outside. Garrett will be watching, kind of spotting, I guess. The four of us are in the lobby together, so you'll hear those guys talking in the background.
There we go, my thumbs up.
I wish I could have add-ons.
Why can't you? Because you have triple monitors?
Yeah, so I run in full screen and they can't be put up over top of full screen.
So stupid.
I wish I could too, but I have an 8 GB RAM computer that would probably crash if I downloaded it.
Oh, Garrett, when you said that before, I was going to ask you, how many cars are drawing on the track when you're out in a league race?
I've got
how
them
many?
all. I draw 40.
Okay.
I had to fix that for Daytona. It was only drawing 20 at Daytona, and I was like, where are the cars?
Yeah.
I mean, that happened to me and figured out for 3 days.
I'm running a Ryzen 5 3500 in this thing.
Okay.
So now I have it to draw 40. Now we're good.
Yeah, I put 42, I think.
Let's hope that I don't blink.
I was going to say, let's hope I don't talk, and I was going to be like, yes, please.
Well, I turned my OneDrive off to where it kept trying to update nonstop. I stopped that, and my VRS telemetry logger, which I never use it. I disabled it, so I'm trying a few little things to see if it maybe is a me problem rather than an internet problem, but I still think it may be that Boston server. As many people as I've heard complain since the update.
I just took one.
Sometimes I try little things to see if it's a me problem.
Alright.
Face car's off.
Well, at least I qualified around you guys.
Brandon, you went and it scared me.
The leader's herky-jerky. He's like, he'll accelerate just a tiny bit, and then he won't, and he will, and he won't. Yeah, the guy on the outside got tired of him doing it.
Outside.
That was total bullshit.
Clear outside.
Yeah, I almost went about 4 times there.
Oh, me too. Like I would hear Brendan gas up because he can see the leader and I can't. I would hear Brendan gas up and then I would take off. And then.
Well, yeah, you keep jerking. I was like, what are you doing? Are you going or not?
Outside.
Oh, they're wrecking.
Still out there, man.
They're coming back up the track. Oh,
Yeah, they're running behind us. They're flipping behind us.
Thank God, it's behind us.
That's definitely going to be a road.
That was ridiculous.
The road is closed this time.
That was just freaking amazing.
We're going to have to come around.
Yeah, I cannot believe he did that.
Oh my God.
I bumped Ryan when that happened.
Very nice.
Coming around it.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, he hit me hard.
We didn't get an X, but yeah,
I'm sorry about that if I caused that, but I don't know what.
I wonder who drove back up the track.
20.
The guy that went way down the track.
Why?
No, I know, but what number it was?
Before lap 1 and before
It was whoever was right in front of you on the start.
It was 16. That's who it
I
was,
don't
16.
know. Maybe I'm just stupid, but it don't make much sense to me.
Alright, pace cars in green.
Open.
Yeah, well, we're at the front. That's what you do, you know.
Garrett, your pick's up here in 6th.
Uh-oh.
21.
Okay.
Gustavo!
I would say we don't do anything.
My pick
Ended
is
up with half the field
quarantine
wiped
Kulo.
out.
That's my pick. Quarantine.
Yeah, that was all on that dude. Just absolutely coming back.
I don't know
on
if I'm
track
pronouncing
for
that
no reason.
correctly.
I didn't see anything wrong with that, man. It's like, he has to push.
I don't know if I want to be up here.
If he's not pushing, we're all going to bunch up even more. Like, you did exactly
You don't
what
wanna
you
be
had
near me,
to do.
bro?
There's a straight
I
shot
understand.
in the
I don't think I want to be up front right now. Not after seeing that.
Like that. It's not the mine's fault. Man.
Thank you, 17. I thought the same.
Look into my
21 just about took me out.
what it is you see.
And like, you know, if you didn't push him, then someone would be like, oh, the inside line's not moving, and that calls for wreck, you know? It's like, there's always, something could go wrong with anything that you do, you know?
It was like he kind of went to the right and then he came back down to the left, and that made him lose.
I couldn't see him. I don't know what happened.
I don't know either, but my thing is you can't go to the apron in the middle of a turn and then slam your way back onto the track.
Yeah, he was.
Well, you can, but that'll happen.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Can we get cruise control for cautions?
Oh, that'd be nice. Even
Yeah,
for
I
the
saw that coming a
spinner.
mile away from the back, so I just slowed down before he even came back on the track. I think the problem is when you go off the track, you shouldn't come back
Awesome
up.
pick, Ryan.
The problem.
What?
That was an awesome
I
picture, the one you
absolutely
posted
agree.
in Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, some people don't know how to hold their brakes.
Oh, my God. Jeff sounds like he's God.
Oh my
Did you hear,
gosh.
did you hear that?
It's the voice you hear in your head.
I think the person that caught this is the big echo behind
Like
him.
it, yeah. It's like that movie Bruce Almighty. Every time Denzel Washington was talking to him, he was just in this
Right.
solid white room that was echoing.
Right. That's what that's his voice right there.
I think I'm gonna take a swap down pit road and just drop to the rear here.
Pit road is closed. That'd be a bad idea.
Oh, good point.
Black flag.
Wait, would it just be a tail end of the field black flag?
I don't know.
I think entering a closed pit's a hold.
Okay, let's not do that then. If it was a tail of the field, I'd take it.
Man, this guy behind you has decided he wants to use all the lanes.
I see that.
Oh, he's just heating his tires. That's no big deal.
Oh, Pedro. Oh, Pedro. Warming them tires up.
So, question that I've not been able to figure out.
You ready to go?
If you don't qualify, if you elect to not qualify, does it screw up your qualifying average?
One at a time. One.
Yes.
That's all you gotta do.
I figured that. I didn't
Well,
know.
that's what we need to. If everybody does their jobs, everybody's smart.
Yeah, like the first 200 races of my career, I think I had like, I don't know, 20 or 30 pulls, but my average start was like 12.
We're gonna restart
Because the other half I wouldn't qualify.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bad time to need to go to the bathroom.
Number 8, supposed to be on the outside.
There'll be
Hey, 13, you in a cave or something?
I'm just so
Nope.
Dude, he sounds like what I imagine God sounds like when he's talking to you.
Yeah, you got some nasty reverb.
I think it sounds amazing, to be quite honest. It's like that voice in your head. I love it. Don't change it.
Don't change it.
Like the way that sounded, you told the guy he was in the wrong lane, I'd be more apt to listen to you than I would my own spotter. And I'm not trying to sound like a smart aleck or anything. I'm being dead serious. I absolutely love it. Like, no joke.
I don't know, it's just the way this thing's set up.
Oh, there it goes. The only thing
Well, I'm, cheap plug here, Car Inside, my YouTube channel. I'm recording, but you need to go back and watch it and listen to yourself, because it's awesome.
Remember what our goals are for the day. Simple.
Echoes with authority.
that goes good authority.
I'll say this: that dude's name is Chris, and his parents shamed him.
Guys, I'm going in 3.
Either that or he used like his mom's credit card.
Alright.
Uh-oh, your Gustavo pick didn't go.
Well, there's
Garrett's pick is Garrett's pick has a little left the building.
Oh, dang, Ryan, I gave you damage. I did hit you hard.
He may be the
I
smartest
told you,
man.
I mean, you hit me hard enough that I had to save
Probably
it.
wouldn't have been if you'd have been close to that car in front of you.
Would you like me to push you, Ted?
Alright, we got a 2-second gap back to the next position, Ryan. Let's go.
Our next position is Mr. Gustavo back there.
Right, there's 2 seconds back there.
Yeah, I want to let you pass, actually.
Everybody has such great accents and like.
Outside.
We got some great accents. We've got the voice of the Almighty.
Almighty, yes sir. Amen.
I'm really not being as smart aleck to him, Emma. Does it sound like
No,
I am?
I mean, I'm with you. Like, if they were gonna make him,
Hold on, he's talking. Shut up.
if they were gonna make a movie about my life, I would want him to narrate it.
Oh my gosh. Alright, we got a nice little 6-car breakaway here.
Imagine that guy with that mic and voice dropping a these nuts joke.
You got a bunch of rear end damage.
I just want him to like talk over some song lyrics, like
Slamming on his brakes in front of us.
See, he sounds like he's from Alabama, but he's he's from the Midwest. I went and looked because it was like, man, that dude's from my neck of the woods.
So, Brandon, I got to thinking about Daytona and how me and Eric failed to get by Biggs. And I thought of an idea that I wish I had thought of in the moment that may could have worked.
Yeah.
Whenever Carson and, I don't know who else it was, but Carson and somebody wrecked coming to the white. And I checked up for Eric and told him to back off. I should have just passed him. And me drug the brake. Got a big run on Kevin and told Eric, hey, I'm going to go high, he's going to block me, you stay low, and one of us will get to his door, and then we push the other.
I think there was a million things that you could have done better.
Right. It's so spare of the moment, last minute, it's impossible to just, you know.
How experienced is Eric at Superspeedway?
Yeah, so-so. I feel like he's pretty good. The problem with him is the slack in his wheel prevents him to really getting close to somebody because he's afraid of wrecking them. He's going to have to get a new wheel.
He told me that. He would have had to have been very aggressive on the front.
Well, he told me the other day that's why he's not good on restarts. And when the pack racing is because of so much slack, he's just afraid of wrecking somebody. So he has to really dial it back.
I think we could race with that.
I know. I think he's going to come out to the house. He's supposed to bring his cruiser out to the house and let Bentley play in it one day. So I think he may come out one day this week and try out my wheel. I'm hoping when he does, he'll go get one.
They want to bring his cruiser over to Bristol and let my kids see it? Can he come 2 counties over?
I don't know.
He's a really good dude, man. He had a lot of good things to say.
I really hope we don't get a yellow here. We're 7 seconds ahead of the 7th place car.
Fine.
And everybody here's smart.
I'm sorry, that was really stupid on my part. I'm really sorry.
Not so much in the back.
Oh, they're in a pack of like.
I recovered. I got 0x.
7 to 15, so a pack of 8.
Yeah, just
Because they're double foul, though, they don't stand a chance.
I'm just going to state the obvious. You can just look at the top 6 and see why we're so far ahead.
Get the higher rated guys.
No, not that. I mean, that has a little to do with it, but I'm not going to say.
This second pack, there's literally 8 car lanes between 2 of them. There's 6 between another 2. Like they're not lined up and running. Oh, there's single file, but you could put multiple cars.
I don't know what's
between all
going on
of
with that second pack, but the checkups are ridiculous.
We have traditional NASCAR fans in this top 6. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Racing etiquette goes a long way sometimes.
Yeah, I had somebody point that out.
Unless you're that number 6 from yesterday.
What you're talking about.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Garrett, did you watch that video with that thumbnail? Did you say you had or hadn't yet?
I haven't yet.
Oh, okay, yeah,
usually
the
watch
6.
mine before.
Oh my gosh, his mouth. Oh my goodness. Like, literally, I was blinking and he was like, "Oh, it's fine, man. That's cool. It's cool." And then like he wasn't cool with everything else. And here I am in the middle of a pack blinking.
He was leading the outside line, and the leader jumped up to block him, right, and then jumped back down. And he was so mad about that.
And it wasn't even like a bad block. There's a replay of it at the end of my stream. You can see it. Like, it was just a good protect both lanes type move. Like, he didn't put anybody in jeopardy.
He said it was dangerous and protestable.
Oh my god.
The leader's like, this is speedway racing. That's just what you do.
Yeah, I don't even know.
802.
Garrett, did you watch the one of the guy at Bristol who was asking about our league? And Chad's like, "Oh, I've got you circled as a no."
Yes, I did see that.
I can't even think of the guy's name, but that's the one that I messaged you, Brandon. Or actually, I was posted in general discussion and said absolutely never let this guy in.
I remember you saying that.
Oh my gosh, he was just so annoying. 17 is going to bail out and really lose us now. He let out too hard.
I'm confused as to why exactly he bailed.
I don't know, but he's a half second back now. I don't know why he dropped like that.
He wasn't over you.
Really nice work, man. Really nice work.
I think he wanted to go to the tail of the pack, but he's going to lose us now. He's going to fall to the second pack.
Maybe not. He's stuck where he's at.
Yeah, he's coming.
Yeah, he's getting a draft now. Yeah, this guy, he just talked the entire race. He was so annoying. Like, it wasn't that he was talking that was annoying, it was just everything he was saying was annoying.
Y'all keep up with the World of Outlaws then?
Yes, sir.
Very little.
Ryan, what'd you think about that race last night?
I haven't seen it yet. I went to bed last night at like 8 o'clock.
I won't ruin it for you then. Kyle Larson did not run as well last night as he did here also.
Well, thank goodness. I'm like the president of the Kyle Larson Hater Club.
What a good one.
When the World Outlaws came to Bristol, I went that night he was racing. And, the driver intros, they said his name. And I pulled a naked and I stood up on my chair and was booing him. And I got like death stares from like 60-year-old men everywhere.
Because you're racist for doing that.
50. 4, 9, 5,
It probably did not help that I was wearing a Double Wallace t-shirt.
Oh my gosh.
You fell all for it.
And a Chase Elliott hat. So just
Fell all the way.
To be fair, Brandon, I think Kyle classifies himself as an Asian American, even though he's white.
No, he doesn't.
Dude, he literally came up through the NASCAR diversity.
Oh, he did.
I mean, technically, his mom is from Japan, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, he is half Asian, I'll give him that, but like, he classifies himself as an Asian American.
I've been so back and forth on Larson his whole career though. Like, I really liked him at first. Then he pulled that little stunt at the Daytona short track when they were running on the backstretch, and I'm like, I don't know about this guy. Then he started driving for Turner Scott, and I'm like, okay, I really like him. And then through Ganassi, I'm like, yeah, I really like him. And then now I'm just neutral. Like, I don't like or dislike. I'll root for him over certain guys.
I respect the heck out of his driving ability.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like me with Kyle Busch. The dude can race, and Kyle Busch can race. but they are both horrible people.
I agree with that 1,000%. 1,000%.
I used to not like Kurt, and now he's my favorite, but he changed big time. Big time.
Kurt changed big time, yeah, way different Kurt.
After his whole Dr. Jerry Punch deal, he flipped.
I'll just say it, Kyle Larson's wife isn't that pretty.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's the chugging and everything, though.
Brandon loves him. Or loves her, sorry. Ah! Brandon, like, didn't he buy her t-shirt, buy the t-shirt of her chugging the beer, Nathan?
I don't know. He may have.
I'm pretty sure he bought a t-shirt of her chugging beer.
Have you guys seen Joey Logano's wife?
Samantha Bush would be my pick.
Oh no, Kurt Busch's wife.
Samantha Bush got a little bold.
I know who Nathan's pick. Nathan's pick is Whitney Dillon.
Oh dear God, drag queen.
You know what? I may change mine. Tara Allman did.
Yeah.
Have you seen Ryan Blaney's girlfriend?
Don't know that I have.
Go look her up. You'll change your mind real quick.
If you ever want a man that looks like Joey Logano, just get his wife. They look like brother and sister. My cousin was telling me that the guys around the shop talk about that all the time, about how much they look like each other.
My dad used to say that too when he saw what he
Well, yeah, and I showed Farrah a picture of them the other day, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, they are brother and sister."
Yeah.
Like if Joey was from Alabama, no offense, Garrett, I would guarantee they were.
Did you know that we don't have the highest success rate in the West Virginia?
No, I'll tell you who does. My dad's side of the family. Oh my gosh, it's disgusting. I'm serious. And I got one cousin on that side of the family who watches my streams, and if he sees this, I know I don't know if he'll comment, but I know he would agree with me. It's bad. Like I'm not kidding. There's like 2 sets of first cousins, 2 or 3 sets of third cousins, a couple sets of second cousins. Like it's I don't even know. Luckily, there was only one mishap, if you know what I mean. Due to all of that, like only one person is affected by it, you know. And I feel sorry for him. I hate that.
Check your messenger, Garrett.
I'm already on it, my Lord God Almighty.
4, 5.
What is it?
I just sent him Ryan Blaney's girlfriend's Instagram account.
Oh yeah.
Miss Hooters.
Oh my dude.
And we are live.
Oh, I know.
Luckily, nobody watches this, unless actually, you know what? Bentley watches my races now, so Farrah's gonna be sitting here one day hearing you guys talk about it. And
Man, I've said nothing out of the way.
hey, I will tell you guys who has a good-looking wife. You know that guy from the Venom Truck Series, the one that won the championship last year?
Yeah. You're a smart man, baby.
I tell you what, if it gets any deeper, his nose is gonna get around.
Hey Ron, do you feel it? Do you feel my nose? I'm behind you right now. That's what pushed the rear of Ryan's car in. It wasn't that I bumped him; it was my nose hanging out the windshield.
To be fair, I can say all this stuff about Blaney's girlfriend because my wife would leave me in 3 seconds if Ryan Blaney walked into the house.
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
I took her to meet him on her birthday a couple years ago, and I've never seen a girl swing so hard in my life.
Dude, if he walked in my house, I would help my wife pack her bags. Owe me 10 grand.
As many women that are crazy about him, and like the older ladies are too, like insane. He needs to get one of those I Heart Mom shirts and wear it out on stage one day. Do you know how crazy they would go? He's the top though. I could see doing that.
Did you listen to the Gluck's 12 questions with him a couple weeks ago?
No, I quit listening to Jeff Gluck. He just wanted to whine about everything.
Oh, no, he whined. I love the 12 questions.
I do too, but I just couldn't get past the rest of the podcast.
He was asking about the YRB thing, and he said, so what happens when you become middle-aged Ryan Blaney? Or like when you become old Ryan Blaney?
You'll be OLB instead of OLD.
As long as you let me draft you.
Like does he become MARB? Like middle-aged Ryan Blaney?
50.622.
Where are you going here, Brandon?
Oh, he said he could go high.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear him.
Buffalo Bill.
Thank you, sir.
No!
He got off the path. I tried to. He's great.
How's that?
What was that?
An idiot.
A Bills fan.
He's trying to break a freaking table or something, wasn't he?
As the Grinch would say, "Ah! Ronnie!"
That's such a great reference.
50.23.
I love that movie.
Well, besides draft,
Oh, it's like my favorite movie, that Dodgeball.
You say Dodgeball?
Yes, sir, that's my favorite
It's
movie.
like literally, if Marvel wasn't a thing, that would be my favorite movie.
I think it's the greatest movie ever made, in my opinion.
I can quote it front to back.
Me too, man.
I'm that way with Step Brothers.
Jen gets so tired of hearing me say things from it.
Oh my god. I love it.
The other day, I asked her what she wanted to eat, and she wouldn't say anything. She was like, I don't know. And I said, dude, you're about as useful as a poopy flavored lollipop.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's epic.
Yeah, Step Brothers would be the movie I could do that with.
Oh, I love me some Step Brothers.
My old job, man, like we had a TV, Xbox, Netflix, all this stuff in the office there. Just basically we were like firefighters that never fought fires. We'd just wait for stuff to happen with the water line. Like in a whole year we might actually go outside the office and work 8 or 10 days. And I would sit and watch Step Brothers 3 and 4 times a night some nights. Just for background noise because I'd get, kind of bored. Longest Yard, I love Longest Yard.
I'm not a big comedy guy. My favorite movie is Field of Dreams.
As big of a baseball fan as I am, I have never watched that movie. I need to watch that movie.
You'll cry. I promise you'll cry.
No!
How about water?
Gustavo has a chance. He's back in it.
Every second pack.
Gosh.
Coming around at 7.
Never mind. Gustavo is one of the ones.
Behind 3.
We're going.
Good job, Gustavo.
Oh, you don't know how happy I am to see that.
We were 12 seconds ahead. They're still wrecking the trial.
Yeah, that's Gustavo.
It is Gustavo.
Well, I mean, you picked him. You just picked him for the wrong thing.
His car doesn't look damaged. I think he just spun.
My guy's still in.
Gustavo's gonna beat your guy.
My guy's in the lead.
My guy's still in. Man, where's the pace car at?
Yeah, man, I'm a 32-year-old man with a wife and 2 kids. I watched the final scene of Field of Dreams. I still tear up.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, dude, I'm super emotional. Like, I cry at the weirdest things.
Hey, Dad, want to have a catch? Gets me every time.
I need to watch it.
I've only seen it once.
Pace cars in 4.
Baseball's just not my sport.
I tell you, like, as bad as I want the Braves to win a World Series, I'll probably cry my eyes out. Like, I get so excited over everything they do. Like the other night, like I knew he was going to win the division. We had to win 1 game and the last 4, but just that one game, like I was like jumping around in circles about to dance on the ottoman, you know.
Jump around.
And
we got 27 World Series, bro, and I would still cry if the Yankees won. If you don't cry when the Braves win, there's a problem.
I've not got to experience it yet.
Come on, number 4, they're already grounded.
I've only experienced it once since like I know they won. What?
I'm not
Yeah.
a Braves fan, but my whole family is. I remember, like, vivid memory of Marquise Grissom catching the final out of the 96 World Series.
95.
95, I'm sorry. 94 was.
How dare you disrespect him?
I vividly.
Oh, I'm sorry. They only won
Look,
17
Duncan High.
division titles in a row. It's hard to remember the 90s. They were in all the World Series then.
Got one coming outside, be aware of that.
21.
I think we should be behind the 12.
If you got damage on your front right, you can't really
Oh
see.
man. Oh,
Negative, I shouldn't have made that.
I hope we're going on a run like that again.
Oh yeah, maybe it's just the way it is.
It won't happen because Gustavo is
Pull up on
no
my
longer out there to not go and tell you the whole
No,
night
no,
now.
you're good. It's the color scheme.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. No worries. Thanks for checking.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that to happen. I'm gonna lose it when they do, because last year, oh my gosh, dude, I was a nervous wreck going into Game 7 of the NLDS. I mean, I don't think I ate anything that whole day.
You should have been at my house watching Chelsea beat Man City for the Champions League last year.
You're that big into soccer, huh, Ryan?
Oh, dude, I love Chelsea. Like my dog is named after them. If JP was going to be a girl, his name would have been Chelsea.
Oh wow, okay.
I've seen them 4 times in America. Like pretty much every time they come over here, I go see them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I drove to St.
That's
Louis
pretty
the
cool.
first time,
That's the biggest sport in the world.
and now I finally have Charlotte's getting a soccer team in March. So I have a team here I can pull for.
Hey.
Me and Farrah have absolutely no plans of having another kid, but if by chance we ever did, and it's a boy, I ever talked into naming it Andrew Kimbrell. Andrew spelled A-N-D-R-U-W. I told her, like Andrew Jones, but see what I told her is we got Davey Maddox, M-A-D-D-U-X, after, obviously, Greg Maddox. So I'm like, he's just got to have the same spelling to match his brother. And my grandpa, my great grandpa's name was Andrew, so I'm like, we could name him after him, and I'm like, we'll just put UW. Well, one day she's gonna look at this picture I've got on my wall and be like, Andrew Jones. Oh my gosh, that's how he spells his name. And then she knows Kimbrell is a Braves name, or former Braves name. But she likes it, so.
But we're going to be starting on the inside.
He was also a Red Sox.
But I told her we could name him either Kimbrell Andrew or Andrew Kimbrell. I forget which order, and call him Drew, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But I hate to say it like this, but I hope that never happens, because, man, I tell you, 2's a handful. And I don't know, like, I got my 2 boys, so each of us have one.
I hate to tell y'all, bro, Kimbrell's going to get him a World
18
Series.
I have to.
Yeah.
Who's he with?
White Sox.
You said he's gonna get a World Series this year?
Yeah, White Sox going to win it, man.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You think the White Sox are gonna beat the Dodgers?
The
Dodgers may
won't be
not
there.
even make it. They're probably going to lose. I think St. Louis will
I
beat
know they
LA
might
in the
have
first
to do
round.
the wild card, but that team is scary. That team is.
I do not trust Kershaw.
Kershaw's not in the playoffs. He got hurt yesterday.
I
Scherzer's
didn't
the
see
number-
that.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, they got Scherzer.
Scherzer.
I knew they had Scherzer now.
But Scherzer's got to beat St. Louis, and St. Louis has won 17 straight.
Yeah, but they don't have just Scherzer. They have the guy who just won 20 games, the first 20-game winner in like 5 years.
Hey,
Gonsolin, Urias.
I mean, their staff's been loaded for 5 years now, though, and they've got shelled every year in the playoffs except last year.
I know.
Walker Buehler.
No, it's not Buehler.
I guarantee you don't have a plan to drop out.
I don't know who won 20 for him.
Yeah, there's somebody who's on their team who has 20 wins.
No, I said I don't know who it is.
He wears glasses when he pitches.
Oh, Urias.
Yeah, Urias. Yep, Julio Urias. Yep. I didn't know if you said that or not. I couldn't hear you.
I did. I just didn't know. I said him and Gonsolin.
Yeah, it Julio Urias or whatever.
Yeah. Ryan, do you want down here?
TBD.
You just let me know. Brandon, you tell us when you're going.
I'm steady go, because I want this guy on my bumper.
Come on down, Ryan.
I'm coming.
2 minutes 15.355 outside. Still out there. 5 laps to go. Clear, clear, clear.
Does that outside line work indeed? I don't know. You can go on there. 52.345. Attaboy, go get him, man. Good job, buddy, good job. Eyes forward, man. Good drive.
My right rear is worn out.
Same.
Gonna be 2 laps to go. 10.218.
Please go high. Oh, he's not moving.
White flag. Come out of the way, Earl. Sitting right next to him, bud. Alright, cool and quiet. Clear. 10.302. Inside.
Inside, I'll get it.
In and out. Still there.
Sorry, Nathan. That left, that hung you off drive.
Outside only. Still outside. Still out there. Clear.
I'm pushing you, sir.
Inside. Still inside. Still inside. Two inside. Good job. Keep taking your, get a look at your pit end.
Where'd you finish, Nathan?
6th.
Check your flag.
Dang, sorry, dude.
That was 18's fault.
You guys do. Good work.
Great race, 9. Great race, fellas.
Good race. Thanks, guys.
Hey, 0x.
As I say, I'll take the 0x.
You doing 7?
Yeah, amen to that.
Good win, man.
Thank you, bud. It's a good run.
You've won enough for one night, Brandon.
I just gave him a little bit too much of a shot.
The guy in second was lay back. The guy who.
When we went around to 18, I thought the 6 was going to try to stay outside, and I was just going to go with him. And then he kind of like swerved the last second, and we just hit bumpers at the wrong spot. And then that put Nathan 3 wide in the middle. How you came back to finish 6th, I'll never know.
I had a big run.
Budweiser, the official beer of NASCAR, is proud to announce the fastest lap of the race goes to Mr. Ryan Dye.
Hey.
49.495.
I was leading, so my lap time was good.
Oh, hey, good job, Brandon. I didn't realize you won.
Thank you.
Alright, guys, there you have it. Thank you for watching Car Inside. If you would, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.